Hi, my name is Kayla Callender, and I'm a freshman from South Plantation High School. Today I'm at the University of Miami for NASA's Future Forums. I also had the great opportunity to interview Mr. Frank T. Brogan. Keep watching to find out my wonderful experience. Thanks for joining me today. Please tell us a little bit about your career and what you do.
Well, my career has been rather unusual and amazing in so many different ways. I'm an educator by training and trade. I have been a 5th grade teacher, a dean of students, an assistant principal, school principal at a middle school level, superintendent of schools of the Martin County school system, which is just north of Broward County in the state of Florida, for 6 years. Then I went off to Tallahassee and I was the state secretary of education for 4 years, and then spent 5 years as the lieutenant governor of the state of Florida with Governor Jeb Bush, then governor of Florida, before I had the chance to return home to the southeastern Florida confines that I'm used to, and education full-time as the 5th president of Florida Atlantic University, one of our state universities. And I happen to be an alum of Florida Atlantic University, having received my master's degree there in 1981. So it's been an amazing ride along the way, but most of it has been focused clearly on education.
That's great. How have your career choices impacted your family and friends?
Well, of course, I've lived education for so long, so you might imagine everybody who knows me knows that if you're around me for more than 30 seconds, we're going to be talking about education. So my family has had to have gotten used to that over the years, and you know, it's funny how a career path can actually so much influence the people that you associate with, the way your family grows and is shaped and is molded. I am in my second marriage by virtue of the fact that my first wife passed away some years ago while we lived in Tallahassee. I say that to say because we were both professional educators, and she was an elementary school teacher and assistant principal, worked at Florida State University in their College of Education. So we both grew up in the world of education. And now that I'm in my second marriage to a beautiful young attorney, I have my first child, who is a 3-year-old, and it's given me the ability to begin to raise him totally in the world of education, because we live right in the middle of a university campus. So education truly has been the common thread in both my professional but also my personal family life.
Like, who has inspired and influenced you to be as great as you are today?
Well, I've got to start with my mom. My mother raised 6 children largely on her own. My father died when my twin brother and I, who were babies at the time, and left 6 kids, and my mother had an 8th grade education, and largely we had no money. One of the reasons she's still today, even though she's passed away, remains one of my role models, and major role models, is I watched her through hard work and dedication do what many people would think today is the impossible: raise a large family on your own without the benefit of a significant education. And she did it because she believed in us. She believed in our country and what we could achieve, and she used to preach to us, and it was a little hard to understand and even believe in those days, that if you work hard, study hard, and play by the rules, you can grow up and be anything that you want to be. And I believe that all 6 of us are tribute to that fact. So on a family side, she is clearly a great role model and remains that. On a professional side, I can't pick out one teacher, but I can tell you I was blessed to have some extraordinary teachers along the way who, even though maybe I came from a different background and our family didn't look like everybody else's family, believed in me, preached the right things to me, were patient with me, and really gave me the educational influence and the personal influence to believe that I could always reach higher and do the things that I perhaps even just dreamt of doing at the time.
Yeah. What about the obstacles? Like, what were some of the main obstacles that you had to go through to get here?
Obstacles not unlike those that face so many of our students at Florida Atlantic University today. Finances, that's always a big obstacle for people who are trying to get ahead, whether you're in a university or just trying to pay your bills. And that's an issue that you realize is going to be there. But again, with the help of a great family and student financial assistance, I was able to be the first and only one in my family to acquire a university degree when I graduated from the University of Cincinnati way back in 1976 with a degree in education. Clearly, finances still today is a hardship for a lot of people that they have to face both in their educational and just in their personal and family life. Other hardships are the kinds of tragedies that all of us face, and we do at one time or another, the loss of a loved one or loved ones, the relationships that we have. But more often than not, the number of blessings that I have far outstrip any of the challenges I've ever faced. And the reason I smile every day, all day, is because I've always been a very lucky man in that regard, and always try to maintain a very positive and hopeful attitude toward everything I do, and realize the challenges are going to be there, but you can overcome them if you keep your mindset right.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for taking time to talk with me. And I'm Kayla from NASA's Future Forums. Thanks.
My pleasure.